Hey Tribe BG fam, in this video, we're going to talk about who told you. We're going to dig deep down this little rabbit hole today while I take my not morning walk, this is my lunchtime walk. But who told you? Who told you you can't have the life of your dreams? Who told you that? Who told you there has to be lack in your life? Who told you that? Who told you you can't live in abundance? Who told you that? Who told you that abundance isn't your birthright? Who told you that? Who told you that the source lives inside you? You have source power. Who told you that you don't? You understand what I'm saying here? Who told you you have to live in poverty? Who told you that? Who told you you can't call the unseen unto the seen? Who told you that? Who told you you can't? This is what we're going to talk about today. And this is going to be kind of a core to manifesting, because what we have to understand, we talk a lot about, I talk a lot of different angles on this channel. Okay, a lot of different angles about manifesting, identity work. And, I talk about it from many concepts, many different angles. The reason why I do that is because one of these angles are going to click with you, and you're finally going to understand this stuff to your core, where a light bulb, a light switch is going to happen in your life, and things are going to change drastically for you. That's why a lot of times I talk about it from different viewpoints. I talk about it from different angles. I try to give different examples. Okay, but what you have to understand is, just to the core of manifesting, to the core of living life on your terms, it's your perception of everything, my friends. That's what you have to understand. You see, if I have the perception of poverty, well, guess what? Poverty has to come to me. If I have the perception of lack and I attach myself to lack, well, guess what? Lack has to come to me. You understand this. And this is how we're going to go down this rabbit hole of who told you. Okay, listen, if there's only abundance, okay, if abundance is my birthright, abundance is inside me, I am source power. Okay, no matter, this isn't a religious talk, but no matter what you believe, okay, if you believe in God and God is inside you, if you believe in the universe, you believe in Mother Nature, you believe in the universal laws, okay, you believe in higher consciousness, and higher consciousness is inside you, that source is inside you. You're not separate from source. You have to understand this. You're not separate from source power, no matter what you want to call it. You are source power, because the reason why you are is because the source is inside you. Just like if you look at the biblical terms, is heaven is within you. God is inside you. The Holy Spirit is inside you. That means source is inside you. You are source power. Abundance is yours. So going back to my original question is, if all there if I could speak English, if all there is abundance, and abundance is infinite, how does lack play into that? You see, there is no lack. In the grand scheme of things, there is no lack. There's only abundance. If abundance is your birthright, abundance is infinite, that means there's only abundance. But you might be sitting here saying, well, Chad, wait a second. There is lack. There is poverty. You know what I mean? Even for myself. Okay, right now I'm in Surin. I'm up in a Thai village up in Surin, where Aang was from, where Aang was born. And dude, I could take you right down through the village and show you poverty, baby. So I get what you're saying. When you want to pause and you want to fight and argue and debate over, Chad, there is lack. There is poverty, because I've seen it with my eyeballs. And yes, I've seen it too, okay? Because I could show you on this video right now if I wanted to. But you see, the issue we have is, who told you there's lack? Who told you there's poverty? Because if it's only your perception, listen to this, if it's only your perception, lack is a perception, poverty is a perception, okay? The only way it can come into your life is if you see it and you attach yourself to it. You understand what I'm saying, okay? I can totally believe right now, I can deny choose B and say there's only abundance. And if that's what I firmly believe, there's only abundance in my life, well, guess what? Abundance has to come to me. Only abundance has to come to me because that's what I believe. As you believe, you receive. As you believe, it's done into you. Okay? Whatever you put out has to come back to you. Okay? But let's dig a little bit deeper in who told you. Okay? It's a little bit muddy here today. They're actually, I don't know what they're doing over here. This is like a little pond. There used to be like grass growing up over here. You've seen it in some of my other videos, but they basically tore it all down, kind of bulldozed it. It looks like they're kind of making it a little bit bigger. So it's a little bit dirty right now. But who told you? Let me give you a really good example of this. Is if we go back to the Bible, and yes, I'm not going to do a religious talk, but hang with me for a second. If we go back to the Bible right in the beginning, in Genesis with Adam and Eve, okay, and this is after, I know most of you know this story. You know, Eve got deceived by the devil, by Satan. Satan was in form of a serpent, as far as how the story is told in the Bible, a snake. And he entices her, talks her into eating the apple, eating the fruit of the forbidden tree. Like if this is the forbidden tree right now, okay? This is the forbidden tree, or the tree of knowledge, where God said, don't eat from. You can do anything else here. You can have anything else here. Everything is yours. The animals have to obey you, have to listen to you. Everything is yours, except this one rule: don't eat from the tree of knowledge. Okay. Now we all know how this story ends up. You know, Eve eats from the tree of knowledge. She talks Adam into eating from the tree of knowledge. And at this time, okay, remember at this time, God walked among people. Okay. Did you know that? Or did you forget? Because after Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge, okay, they realized that they were butt naked. You know, they realized they were naked, and all of a sudden they felt ashamed. They felt embarrassed. You know, they had to like run and try to, you know, hide themselves or put stuff on. Okay. Maybe find, like, I'm in Thailand, by the way, maybe find like big leaves to try to make a dress. Okay. But after this, God comes down and he's walking and he's looking for Adam. He's calling Adam's name. Adam, where are you? He's looking for Adam, but you can't find Adam. And Adam says, now I'm paraphrasing, it's not going to be word for word, of course, but Adam says, I'm hiding from you. What Adam was really doing, hiding from God. And God says something like, why are you hiding from me? Come out, let me see you. And Adam says, I can't come out. I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. And God says, why are you embarrassed? And Adam says, I'm naked. I'm naked. I don't want you to see me naked. And God says something very, very powerful. that kind of the reason for this video. God says, who told you? Who told you you're naked? Who told you to feel embarrassed and feel ashamed? Who told you this stuff? See, right then and there, God knew, of course, that Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge when they're not supposed to. But see, that's what happens is when, no matter what you want to believe, I'm not telling you what to believe, okay? But if you want to go into a higher consciousness, what ends up happening is that a lot of the thoughts that we have are not our thoughts. Okay. Once this, no matter what you believe, once they ate from the tree of knowledge, and it awakened everything. It awakened Satan and the devil. It awakened, forbidden knowledge for us not to have. And this is why God said, "Who told you? Who told you you were naked? Who told you you were weak? Who told you you can't have your dream life? Who told you you can't live life on your terms? Who told you you can't do whatever you want to do? Who told you that abundance isn't your birthright? Who told you these things? Because these things do not come from higher consciousness. These things do not come from God. Okay? Who told you? Who told you you can't have your dream house? Who told you you can't have your dream car? Who told you these things? And isn't it weird, okay, as we're having this discussion, isn't it weird? Now, I do understand, before I tell you what I'm going to say, I do understand that sometimes, and a lot of times, we have people in our lives that tell us these things too. Okay, we got family, we got friends and best friends, we have acquaintances. Some of us go to work and you start talking about what you want to do. You start talking about you want to live life on your terms. You start talking about the dreams and aspirations that you really have. And they either make fun of you, they put it down, they throw jokes around it, whatever. But most of us, when you get old enough, most of us have, in one way or another, experiences. Okay. But set all this aside for a second. And let's kind of discuss, go a little bit deeper down this rabbit hole of who told you. Okay. Besides other people telling you because you tell them your dreams, who told you you're weak? Who told you you can't have what you want? Who told you you can't have your dream life? Who told you you can't manifest your SP? I'm asking you the question, who told you? Okay, set aside, my best friend did. Set aside that. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about you. Who told you? Okay, isn't it weird that thoughts coming out of nowhere? You get me? Thoughts of defeat, thoughts of lack, thoughts of poverty, that little voice in your mind, wherever it comes from, okay, that little voice in your mind that just says, Chad, you can't do that. Chad, that's too hard. Chad, only lucky people do this. It's only luck. You want to be wealthy? That takes luck. Chad, abundance isn't for everybody. You see, you're in Thailand right now and you see poverty all over. And you're trying to tell people there's abundance. It's false. It's a lie. Who's telling you these things? Okay. Because this little voice, listen, this little voice telling you bullshit, you have to recognize as bullshit. Okay. This little voice is telling you things to hold you. These are chains in your life. Like you're in shackles right now. Okay. No matter what you want to call it, no matter you want to call it, it's keeping you in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone isn't your dream life, my friends. Bottom line, your comfort zone is where you remain. And your comfort zone is a deception, because it's a deception because you don't remain the same. You always are moving forwards and moving backwards. There is no stagnant. Okay, the beautiful butterflies going around me right here. That's why when you think, oh, I'm comfortable, I'm in my comfort zone, I don't need anything. It's a deception, because your energy is always moving into and out of form and through form. So if this is true, and this is proven by science, is that if energy is always moving and we are energy, that means we are either getting better or worse. We're not staying the same. So the whole comfort zone thing is a deception. It's not real. Okay, you don't remain the same. You're either moving forwards or backwards. You're either getting better or worse, bottom line. You see, how you break this curse is one way I'm going to share with you how to break this curse right now. This is the bottom line. See, this is what makes identity work hard. This is what makes manifesting hard. Okay, is that you got to deny, choose, be. What does that really mean? Right when I get on a good little saying, there's someone driving down through here being super noisy. Let me wait for him to pass. Sorry, cop. Okay, he passed. Didn't want him to mess up the sound too much. You see, how you break these shackles, how you break this chain, these chains wrapped around your body that you can't see are invisible, is you got to deny, choose, be. Okay? What are you denying? See, that's the question. You're denying your old self. You're denying who told you. Okay? You're denying all this negative chatter in your mind, wherever it comes from, okay, whatever your beliefs are around it. But the bottom line is we all have it. And the bottom line is it comes from somewhere. Okay. Let me walk back the other way. It's getting kind of toasty out. See, that's the first step. You got to deny it. You got to deny that old self. You got to deny that those old patterns, those old habits, those old thinking habits. You got to deny it. And you got to choose. See, part 2 to this is choose. You got to choose which way you want to go. Okay, after you deny it, you want to choose that I want to be this most successful version of me. I want to be this most successful version of Chad. What would the most successful version of Chad do? Okay. That's one way to choose. Another way to choose is you thinking thoughts of lack and poverty. You start thinking of, I can't do this, I can't have this, I can't have my dream house or my dream car. Well, you choose abundance. You choose that I can have anything I want. I can live life on my terms, baby. You just choose it. You deny and you choose. And guess what? The third step is be. You be it. You become it. You carry yourself like that person. like that most successful version of you, like that most successful version of me. Okay. If I sit there and say the truth is that abundance is a birthright. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is inside me. Abundance is infinite. I am source. I am source because source power lives in me. Source power dwells in me. So that makes me source power. Bottom line, if source is inside me, that means abundance is inside me. That means no matter what I see, it all should stem from abundance. Okay? But we still have that little voice of lack, poverty. Well, Chad, there's not abundance. Okay? It comes back to that concept of who is telling you these things? And the only way it comes into your reality is if you latch onto it and you believe it and you focus on it. You focus on the lack, then you tend to believe the lack. Then that's when it comes to you. That's how all this stuff comes into your life, my friends. That's why I said in the beginning of the video, it's your perception. It's your perception about everything. Even if something negative happens in your life, listen to this. Even if something negative happens in your life, it's your perception about it. It's how you perceive it. Okay? Okay, think about it this way. If I get up and I get ready for work, and I walk outside, I'm all dressed sexy, I'm all dressed beautiful, I'm ready to go to work. Today's the day. I'm turning things around. I walk outside. As I'm walking up to my car, I notice the back tire is flipping flat. It's flat as flat. There's no putting air in it going to work. Okay. You know, what's your perception around those things? Do you have a mindset of abundance? Do you just see it and fluff it off and say, oh, okay, whatever. I'll just call work, say I'm gonna be a few hours late because I got a flat tire, I gotta go get it changed. Okay, keeps me off the road, keeps me safe. Maybe there's a huge accident. I'm supposed to stay out of it. You know, that's me having an abundance mindset around it. How you perceive it. Or when things happen like that, are you in a habit of just going down the rabbit hole with it? Right when you see it, it ruins your fucking day. Right when you see it, almost slipped and fell. I would have slipped and fell in all these water puddles. Okay, it's your perception. Do you see it and think, oh my God, that tire is gonna cost me $250. I can never get ahead in my life. Every time I get ahead, every time I save a little bit of money, something happens and I gotta spend it. It's your perception. You see, with your perception, with Manifesting 101, what I said in the beginning of this video is what you think about, what you're bringing energy to, that, my friends, is what's coming to you in your life. You have to understand that. That's why I said it's your perception. You see, if I'm having a little temper tantrum over this flat tire, well, that's what I'm communicating to my subconscious mind. My subconscious mind is very, very impersonal. It doesn't try to figure out what's best for me. It just takes it as is. It takes it, what I'm giving it, it's giving back to me. So if I'm constantly giving it complaints, what I don't like about this flat tire, well, it's giving me more similar situations like that. See, that's how your perception works. It either works for you or against you. Okay, all these universal laws work the same way. It's a double-edged sword. It's either working for you or it's working against you. Okay, that's what you have to understand. That's how, when I said in the beginning of this video, is who told you? Who told you there's lack? Who's told you there has to be lack in your life? Who told you you have to make little money? Who told you can't be wealthy? Who told you there's poverty? And how it comes into your life is you at some point in your life, you attached yourself to it. You started to believe it, okay? You started to see other people in poverty, and you get attached to it, and you believe it, and you believe that, well, Chad, I can see with my own eyes that poverty is real. Okay, like I said in this video, okay, we can walk down here. If I keep on filming, I can walk down here and show you poverty, baby, in this Thai village. I can show you people living in shacks, okay, living way worse than even in the United States, okay, or Europe or London or wherever you're from, okay. So so what happens is that, yeah, my 3D world, I can prove to you that lack is real, poverty is real. But the reason why it's real is because you've let it become real in your reality. You didn't deny choose B, okay? You performed a perception around it, and you perform beliefs around it. And since you have a perception around it, you form beliefs around it, and those beliefs told you it was real, now it has to come into your life. Versus thinking the other way. Versus thinking that there's only abundance. There is no such thing as lack. Because that's how manifesting works. There's only abundance. This is how higher consciousness works. There's only abundance, and that is it. And if lack is trying to creep into your life through these small little thoughts, you gotta sit there and say, who is telling me this? Who is telling me this lie? Because it's a lie. Because if you're a source, you are all power because source is in you. That means you're endowed with source power. And source power is only abundant. Okay? What this means is like, I can never, and this goes against some status quo, okay? And I tend to believe this more and more and more, the more I do this work, is you can never miss your opportunity. Okay, I say this one more time. You can never miss your opportunity to become great. You can never miss your opportunity to live life on your terms. You can never miss your opportunity to live your dream life. Okay, you're never going to miss your opportunity to live in your dream house. Nobody's going to take your dream house away from you if abundance is infinite. You understand? Nobody is going to take your dream car away from you if abundance is infinite. Nobody's going to take that dream job away from you. Nobody's going to take that dream SP away from you if abundance is infinite. You understand, my friends? Okay. That is source power. That is you realizing, if I'm source power, abundance is infinite, abundance is my birthright. That's what abundance is your birthright really means. Okay? Jesus even said this God and Jesus even said this in the New Testament, is that you have authority on this earth. Okay, what does that mean if you have authority on this earth? That means you can call the unseen into the seen. Okay? It means your words have power. That's what it means. If I have authority on this earth, this source is inside me. I'm endowed with source power. Jesus took it a step further, way steps further, and even said to all his disciples that you can do all the miracles you see me performing, you can do as well, and you can do even more. That's source power, my friends. Okay? But who's telling you you don't have this source power? Who's telling you this stuff? Okay? And once you believe it, because you hear it over and over and over, once you believe it, it has to become true in your reality. Because as you believe, it's done unto you. You understand? Whatever you put out in the universe has to come back to you. Like and like. It's not like and the opposite comes to you. Whatever you put out has to come back. If you put out good, good has to come back. You put out evil, evil has to come back. You put out bad, bad has to come back. That's how this stuff works. Okay. But that's why things come into your life, because it's your, again, it's your perception around it. You understand this, my friend? Okay. Just like my flat tire. That's why I'm trying to give you, that's why I'm trying to give you different ideas, different ways to explain this. I'm gonna sit down here for a second. Make sure I don't sit on a nail. You understand that? Because sometimes when we talk about it's your perception around lack, sometimes that's kind of like a hard thing to grasp, hard thing to swallow. You know, you have people debate you on it. But it's the same core concept as if you walk out, you have a flat tire. It's your perception around it. It's the same core concept as when it becomes bill time where you pay all your bills in a month. What's your perception around it? Okay. Do you pay your bills happy? Or every time I spend money, money comes back to me by double. Okay. I'm blessed. I have money to pay my bills. Or when it becomes bill time, do you pay them in a stressed state? And you start telling yourself this, like, I need more money. Why do I have all these bills? You know what I mean? It's your perception around everything. Okay, that is what really is forming your reality. That is what really is forming your 3D world. It's your perception. Okay. That's why even some channels will talk about, Neville Goddard will talk about your 3D world. All it is a simulation. That's all it is. It's not real. That's how you bend reality. Because once you realize my 3D world is not real, it's just a simulation, meaning that I can bend reality. I bend reality through my thoughts, and how you do it is it's your perception around things. When you bring no energy to the negative, yes, you see it, but you bring no energy to it. You walk around it. Even if it's happening to you or happening to me, it's my perception around it. Once I bring no energy to it, and I train myself to bring no energy to it, and I bring energy to things I like and enjoy, well, my reality will bend into what I like and enjoy. And it will ignore the things I don't like because I'm not bringing energy to it. Okay. And another really good example, even for myself, I'm going through here in Thailand, especially up north in these villages, is that I caught myself getting in a bad habit. I caught myself waking up in the morning and I was kind of focusing on what I don't like about Thailand, what I don't like about the Thai village, or you know, it's boring as hell, or whatever. But see, that's my perception. Okay. Okay. Again, what I attach to, uh, and I'm attaching to what I don't like. What that means is, if I stay in that energy and I stay in that attachment, is more similar things have to come to me in what I'm focusing on. That's what you have to understand. That's how easy it is to slip into this stuff. You understand that. Okay, it's all the same thing. It's just, you know, I'm trying to give you more realistic things so you can really understand this philosophy. It's your perception around everything. That's why I keep on saying it's your perception of everything. If you really believe there's just no lack, I bring no energy to it. Lack can't attach yourself. Lack cannot attach itself to you. Okay, because you bring no energy to it. You understand that? But as I walk back here, I still got a little ways. I kind of got to walk right down through there. I don't know how noisy it's going to be. I mean, it's not too trafficy. But let's end it with this. Let's end it how I started. About who told you. Who told you you can't have your dream life? Who told you you can't live life on your terms? Who told you you cannot attract your SP? Who told you you can't have your dream house or dream car? Who told you you can't be an entrepreneur? Who told you you can't be wealthy? Who told you you can't be rich? Who told you you can't be the king of your family? Who told you that you can't? You're the one that changed everybody's life in your family dynamics. You're the one that broke poverty, generational poverty in your family. You're the one that broke that. Who told you you can't do that? You understand what I'm saying? Who told you? Because all you got to do, my friends, is all that stuff is BS. All you have to do is deny, choose B. You stay with that most successful version of yourself. You deny it and you choose the truth. What's the truth? The truth is abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. Abundance is infinite. The truth is source is inside you. Source isn't up in the cloud somewhere with the Care Bears, separate from you. This is what we've been taught in fucking Sunday school. God lives up in the clouds, separate from us. It's such a hawk of shit. God, source power is inside you. You are endowed with God's power. Even Jesus said, I and my Father are one. And you can't get to heaven unless you come through me. And if Jesus and his Father are one and the Holy Spirit is inside you, and Jesus said, I am always with you. He didn't say I'm sometimes with you. He didn't say I'm only with you once a month. He didn't say I'm only with you once a year. He said, I am always with you at all times, meaning he is inside you. If he is inside you, the same as his Father is inside you. Source power. If they are inside you, you're endowed with their power. You are endowed with infinite power. You're endowed with infiniteness. And we're talking about abundance here. Abundance is yours. Abundance is yours to claim. That's the truth. Okay, anything else that disagrees with that is who told you these things? And whoever is telling you these things is not telling you the truth. Bottom line, they're telling you lies. They're telling you lies to hold you back. They're telling you lies to destroy your life. Remember, Satan comes to steal, destroy, and kill. That's the whole goal of Satan. Telling you things to steal your joy, to steal your abundance, to destroy your life, and finally kill every dream that you have. That's how this stuff works. That's why you got to deny, choose B. That's why you got to know the truth. Know the truth inside you. But once you become aware of all these things, in the beginning it's a little frustrating, but you hang in there a little bit more, you start realizing it's your perception. It's how you see things, baby. Bottom line. But other than that, tribe, YouTube fam, just want to share that really deep talk with you. But you have the questions, make sure you comment below. Make sure you check out the description. That's where I keep all the nuggets and everything. So check out the description. That's where everything is. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.